Episode 39, Downloading Maps Using SenderoMaps. This is Chris Grabowski. I wanted to demonstrate how to download maps and POIs and then synchronize them to an SD card so that you can use them in your Braille Note or your Sense Navigation product 2012. I am at the desktop and I am on the SenderoMaps icon.
SenderoMaps.
And I'm going to press enter.
Dialog. Unknown. Dialog. Edit multi-line read only. Selected no maps were found in C. SenderoMaps. Would you like to download new maps now?
Because I don't have any maps installed, I am prompted would I like to download new maps. If you had maps installed, you would press F3 from the main SenderoMaps program. I'm going to tab to yes.
Yes button Alt-Y.
And press enter.
Updates for Chris Grabowski. Sense Navigation Dialog. Edit multi-line read only. Selected welcome Chris Grabowski. Sense Navigation. Please select the maps and additional POIs you wish to download.
So I'm going to press the tab key once.
Maps list. 0 USA RMF POIs not selected.
And I'm in the commercial map list.
1 USA West, 2 USA Mounted, 3 USA North, 4 USA South Central.
I want New York, so I'm going to hit the letter N.
N. Nebraska 2012 not selected. Nevada to New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York 2012 not selected.
I'm going to press the space bar to select it.
Space. New York 2012.
I also want Washington, D.C., so I will hit W.
W. Washington 2012 not selected.
That's Washington State. We'll scroll down with the arrow key.
Washington, D.C. 2012 not selected.
Hit the space bar.
Space. Washington, D.C. 2000.
Now I'm going to press the tab key.
User submitted POIs list. America's extra POIs not selected.
Now here's a list of all of the different files that contain the user submitted POIs that people have submitted over the years. And I am going to hit the end key to go to the bottom of the list.
World extra POIs not selected.
I'll take that one. So I'll space bar.
Space. World X.
Now I go up.
USA HWY exit POIs not selected.
I'll take that one.
Space. USA extra POIs not selected.
I'll take that one.
Space. USA ATMOS extra POIs not selected.
And I don't want any more, so I will tab.
Install programs list. SenderoMaps 2012 not selected.
These are your install programs. You will see SenderoMaps in there, and you will also see the, if you have it, the GPS product. Meaning, if you were an Apex user, you would see the Apex installer. If you had a PK or an mPower, you would see the PK or mPower installers. And because I have Sense Navigation on this account, I will down arrow.
Sense Navigation 2012 not selected.
And I could press spacebar to select this and then press enter, but I already have Sense Navigation installed, so I won't do that. I'm going to hit the tab key.
GTFS POIs list. Alberta Lethbridge Transit POI GTFS not selected.
Here is a list containing all the Google Transit feeds that we have generated. And again, I could scroll up and down with the up and down arrow keys or hit the space bar to select or unselect each one of these files. I'm not interested in any of those, so I'll hit the tab key.
Update button Alt-U.
I can hit enter on the update button.
Unselect all button Alt-S.
I could unselect all if I made a lot of mistakes, like I selected multiple maps that I didn't want to, and instead of finding them and selecting each one, I could just unselect all.
Combo box collapsed. Edit. Selected show all.
There's a combo box here that says show all or updates only. If I scroll down, it would show me only updates. Now, if you check for updates and there are no updates, this combo box will automatically switch to show all so that you would have something to download.
Account. Combo box collapsed. Edit alter. Selected Chris Grabowski.
And there's the accounts list with multiple accounts. If you don't have more than one device, you can ignore that.
Add new account button Alt-N.
If you have another device, here's where you would add your username and password. If you don't have multiple devices, you can safely ignore this option as well. Now I'm going to shift tab until I get to the update button.
Account. Combo box. Unselect all button. Update button Alt.
And I'm going to press enter.
Downloading POIs. Edit multi-line read only. Downloading USA Extra POIs. Downloading USA Extra POIs.
So the system is now downloading all of the items that I had previously selected, starting with the POIs. And depending on the size of the file, it might take a while. Some will come in faster than others.
Downloading USA HWY exit POIs.
And as you can see, the names of the POIs are automatically announced for you, and these announcements
Downloading World Extra POIs. Installing POIs. Downloading maps. Downloading New York 2012.
These announcements will also work when you are in another application. So if you were to Alt-Tab and you were writing a document in Word or WordPad or whatever, and you started a massive download, you'd be updated while you were in another application.
Downloading Washington, D.C. 2012. Installing maps. Dialog. Edit multi-line read-only. Selected all updates have been successfully downloaded and installed. Press enter to return to the main program.
So I've been notified that all updates were downloaded and successfully installed, and I'm going to press enter to return to the main SenderoMaps program.
Update SenderoMaps Chris G.
Now that I'm at the main SenderoMaps program, I'm going to do the second step, which would be to copy the maps and POIs that I just downloaded to my SD card. So to do that, I'm going to press F4.
Sync device selection dialog. Please select the account you wish to sync with. Combo box collapsed. Edit. Selected Chris Grabowski.
If you do not have multiple products, then this dialog box will not show up. So I'm just going to press enter.
Sendero Chris Grabowski. Sense navigation dialog. Edit multi-line read-only. Selected Chris Grabowski. Sense navigation 5 files selected. Press enter to synchronize.
So it's telling me 5 files are selected to transfer to my SD card, and I can press enter to start the synchronization or the copy. Synchronization, same thing. Hit the tab key.
PC list. User world.
Here's a list of all of the maps and POIs and installers and GTFS feeds that we downloaded in the previous step that are waiting to go to your SD card. So I'm going to go to the top.
Sense navigation 2012 not selected.
Down arrow.
Maps New York 2012. Maps Washington, D.C. 2012. Exits. User USA. User world.
And that's it. So I'm going to tab.
Synchronization direction combo box collapsed. Edit. Selected PC to remote.
That's self-explanatory from the PC to the SD card. You could flip it from SD to PC if you had a friend had a card already configured and they wanted to just give you all their maps because you lost your SD card or whatever and you weren't able to download them for whatever reason. So we'll tab.
Map optimization combo box collapsed. Edit auto. Selected improved performance by separating maps.
This option will automatically sort maps into specific folders on your SD card so you don't have to do that. If you have an mPower or a PK, you will not see this option.
Select all button order.
There's a select all.
Unselect all button alt U.
Unselect all.
Synchronize button alt S.
And a synchronize button. I'm going to press enter.
Edit multi-line read-only. Copying maps New York 2012. Copying maps New York 2012.
Just like when we were downloading the POIs and maps in the previous step, the names of the files are automatically announced as well. So you get a progress update.
Copying maps Washington, D.C. 2012. Copying POI exits. Copying POI user USA. Cop dialog. Edit multi-line read-only. Selected all files were updated.
So I was just informed that all files were updated. I can press enter and it will return me back to the SenderoMaps program. So I will press enter.
Sendero.
And then I will press Alt F4 to close SenderoMaps. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this demonstration of how to download maps and POIs using the SenderoMaps application.
Hi there, my name is Joey.
And my name is Kimberly.
Thanks for listening to the Mystic Place blog and podcast. We hope you have enjoyed this episode.
Joey.
Yes, Kimberly.
It is my turn to talk.
Okay.
Thanks, Joey.
No problem.
If you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to send an email to mysticplacepodcast@gmail.com or leave a voice message at 864 Mystic4, that is 8646978424, or follow him on Twitter at cgrabo73.
You can visit the blog at www.mysticplace.info.
Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast by searching in iTunes or at www.mysticplace.info/question feed equals podcast to your podcatcher.
Have a nice day.
Take care.